No matter how it played out, the 125th Utah State Amateur was going to be memorable, mainly because of the historic venue, the Country Club in Salt Lake City. By the end of the annual six-day competition, there was so much material that anyone hoping to summarize the event could choose from multiple storylines. Simon Kwan's victory came with a lot of layers.
Next on the tee, from Salt Lake City, Utah, Simon Kwan.
Simon, that was a pretty good summer last year for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was fun.
I'll bet it was. Talk about the State Am pretty much in your backyard.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much grew up right next to Salt Lake Country Club. I mean, wake up, it's literally the first thing I see if I look out my window. Obviously last year I lost in the final round to Zach, and I really wanted to come back and redeem myself because I felt like I could.
That's a long year to think about that you got to the finals, didn't quite finish the job, and have the goal of getting back there and doing it again. Not only is it a long year, but it's also a tough grind to do that. It's one thing to think that, but it's another thing to actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the State Am's a lot of holes, and it's like honestly more of like a mental and physical challenge than it is like skill. So I mean, there's times where you're just like, there's so much golf, and like, I do this, and this, but it's honestly the most important thing is just stay one hole, one step in front of you.
Was there any point during the 2023 State Am where you thought, I'm not getting out of this match, I'm not gonna make it?
I mean, I remember it was really the first 9 holes of the stroke play. I don't even remember, it was like 8 over through 9 holes. I don't even know what was going on. Every shot was going wrong, and then kind of started turning around on the 9th hole, made like a birdie, and then kind of just let things relax and take it from there pretty much.
How'd you feel during the matches?
I honestly started pretty much every match pretty weak in terms of the first like 3 holes. I kind of struggled in those holes for some reason, and then I felt really comfortable on like the 4 through 12 stretch, and kind of just as soon as I got there I felt really good about everything.
You were putting well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have the flat stick working to win an event like that. Did you think that was the best part of your game during the week, or was there something else?
I think it was honestly driving and wedges. Yeah. I mean, I remember like hole 11 was like kind of the hole I won every single match, it felt like. Because it was kind of dogleg left, hazard left, so everyone would just bail out right. Where I'd hit a good little draw and it'd be centered, and I'd have a wedge, and it felt good with my wedges, so I hit it tight.
Wait, you're hitting wedge to your second shot on 11?
I think, yeah, I was hitting like gap wedge most rounds.
What was going through your mind when you, towards the end of the final match against David, that you thought, I'm going to win this thing. I'm going to cap this thing off?
You know, the first 18 went pretty smoothly. I honestly played my best golf of the entire tournament, that 18 holes, and then he kind of started making the comeback, and kind of a little bit doubt went in my mind for sure, and then I kind of just relaxed a little bit, really stuck to my process, and I think birdied a couple of the holes coming on the front 9 and kind of had a big lead coming in.
What was it like to win on, again, a course that's right outside your backyard?
I mean, it's obviously really cool. I mean, I went and played there a couple weeks later, and like, oh, you won the State Am. It's like, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's always a cool thing when you grew up there and stuff.
I'm sure you've dreamed about winning that event for a long, long time. Was it as good in reality as it was in your dreams?
I mean, of course. I mean, it's always cool to win something. I mean, it's like, obviously my grandpa was excited, my family's excited, and first Miller to do it, so that felt good to do.
And you were the first person since Bruce Brockbank to lose in the final one year and come back and win it the next year.
Yeah.
And in that time, you were transferring to BYU into Bruce Brockbank's program.
Yeah, I mean, just I guess it makes sense, right?
Full circle?
Yep, exactly.
How's school going for you now?
I love it. It's been a good switch for me, for sure.
Did they look at you and like, that dude's a State Am champion?